Well, welcome to another, this one is a crazy project, but I think it's going to be an exciting one to talk about because we actually have to take pictures today and we're not really quite ready yet for the owner to move in, but let's just roll through the project and talk about what happened. We lost a month. We still finished it in 4 months, a complete gut renovation with nothing but drama all the way through. So what we did is we really changed the door location, the way it opens. It used to open the other way, and we added just a little bit of space in the foyer so that we could create an actual almost proper foyer for a tiny hall, and add a foyer closet, with beautiful tall, we ripped out all the doors, put in these beautiful tall 8-foot doors with a pre-war history. Included changing the wall and adding a pocket door here. One of my famous pocket doors that slides in. I particularly like the detail of this because we actually create a pocket on that side that's about 1 inch so that it operates perfectly. This owner is very enamored with color. She lived in India for quite some time, and I think the Middle East, so that's the influence of her color choices here. The floors were disaster. They were on slippers, which are really just little slats of wood put underneath. There's not really the kind of structural subflooring we expect to find, but we had to move. We're taking down walls, but we had to move the intercom system and move the breaker panel so that we could get this done, and then create kind of like a separate foyer here. There's a column on the end to give this the separation between hall and the rest of the apartment. But let's go in to see the kitchen, which is really quite fabulous and not quite done yet. You're actually seeing me through the wall that used to exist. And we actually took this whole wall down, and you're seeing the chase here. This is because there formerly was a dumbwaiter, and the electrical risers are all in this wall, so we couldn't take this out. We're not quite done yet with all the hardware and the appliance panels. Sub-zero freezer, refrigerator and freezer, great German, this is Hefele pull-out pantry, flip-up doors. We've utilized every speck of space, but this kitchen was a nightmare because we put in wood floors, had to rip out 6 inches of existing concrete and whatever. The floor actually tilts up almost 1.5 inches, so we had a nightmare. I think I've lost this fabricator for my kitchen because it was so terrible. But we put in a Blue Star range, the microwave drawers, which I love. We just can't get enough of this guy. They really make a great difference, we think. And a lot of people, there's blind corners. We extended the kitchen with an eat-in bar beyond the kitchen and, tall open bookshelves with a classic Subway, kind of a farmhouse style kitchen with the big farm sink. This is, I think, one of the new Michael Berman faucets from Roll. But I incorporated the Caesar stone countertop, which with the sills throughout this area to make it continuous, which is really lovely. We integrated this similar style cabinetry with with the access panel doors for turning the radiator off and on, but again incorporating the same kind of countertop. We had to move the lighting, which we were able to do with the pancake box, and center it over the dining room table for planning. We had so much to do with the floors that I'm surprised they look as great as they do. This is the last time she's going to be able to use these floors. Move the walls back so that we could make a formal entrance into the hallway. But let's talk about the living room next because we have quite a few built-ins going on over there. Here, she wanted to keep some of the original moldings. Still not so sure that I love this because it's just, it's charming, but maybe it's just a piece of the old. And when you look at the before shots, you're going to see the columns and how boxed up this whole area was, and now it feels much bigger, especially when you come over and you'll shoot it from this side, looking from the window all the way over to the kitchen. It's really quite lovely. But we added for her a bench seat near the window, incorporating, the metal screens, and those are all removable panels so we can get at the radiator, so that it feels pre-war in its with a contemporary twist. We've got all our built-ins and finished cabinetry. I absolutely think it looks wonderful. It's stunning, and I think a great addition for her for the formal living room. And this whole open area is a great space for entertaining, and they've got older, kids are in college and already out of college, and they just do a lot of entertaining, so I think it's going to be quite fabulous for those needs. But let's go look in the back wing, which is really where we have the bedrooms and the hall bath. There's only one bath. That's the only bad news about this apartment. So here again, probably one of the nicest elements of this back area is the bathroom. And the bathroom, once we take the, show the before and after shots, has just everything that we can imagine it. I love the light that'll come through the doors because of the etched glass on the top. We're adding a double towel bar here. We took advantage of tall doors, and actually once we ripped this all out, the tub used to be this way and the toilet over here. We found that there was this opening in the wall so we could do a bench seat, which was really great. I think the pre-war fixtures, which I believe are California faucet, are just wonderful. And I think they add a lot of detail. This is my custom vanity with the wraparound features. The restoration hardware gives it a nice twist, and then we add the towel bar. There's a nice, makeup mirror, and our Roburn. I just love these cabinets. They're just so great. This one is particularly nice because the polished nickel ties into everything. We have some issues we had to take care of with the wall-mounted shelves, which are matching the vanity. But when we come back, the detail around the shower, I think, is particularly attractive because we have the split face and matte subway tiles. I had to talk her out of her paint. We did pewter gray, which is beautiful. It was some kind of brown that I couldn't stand it, to be honest with you. A Caesar stone countertop, our honed marble hexagon floors. It's absolutely stunning. Again, all these tall doorways. There's a guest room here that's, we've had to put in all new radiators throughout, by the way. This is the only one that doesn't have a cover. I think this in the other room. And all new door hardware. But we have another nook. This is a reading area, and probably we'll have a seated bench on it. There's room for a printer, which I don't see in here that should have been here. It has to have a slide-out drawer so that you can get at the printer. This is a closed. There's a hanging closet in it, but I think it's absolutely lovely for this guest area. And before there used to be a closet. I don't know. It was so messed up. This whole area had a closet here, and for the master room, we ended up pushing the closet into the room to make it bigger, which you'll see. Here we've added, besides the ceiling lights, we've added another new radiator and radiator cover. We've got more built-in closets, with a lot of stuff in it. They're installing custom closets, interior closets that are probably either from Gotham Cabinets or somebody local, but they're lovely. Again, we're including the kind of doors without the glass detail throughout, so we're consistent with the design. And I think we have one final room. Again, we put ceiling fans in the bedrooms for everything but one. And we also now have the air conditioners that are going to be mounted in the top panels of the windows in all of the room, everything but the living room and this room. Again, we have our larger closets with stuff in it because we're still trying to fix this stuff. And I think we probably have 2 more days technically, but we have movers moving things in now. So I don't like doing this to accommodate customers, but sometimes you have to, and I think we've done really a fabulous job considering all the problems. But let's just say ciao for now, and we'll see you on the next.